7 police stop myths that could cost you your freedom. Stay, because the final myth can flip a legal stop into an illegal one. Tonight, you get clear, court-backed steps you can actually use. Quick rules before we start. Be calm, be brief, and record if it's safe and legal where you are. Laws vary by state, and this is education, not individual legal advice. Your goal is simple. Protect your rights without escalating the stop. Online advice is noisy and often wrong, so we're busting 7 viral myths with real, practical moves you can copy. Watch through the countdown to lock in the timer trick at the end. Myth 7. Signing a ticket means you're guilty. Reality. In many states, your signature is only a promise to appear, not an admission. Refusing to sign can get you taken before a magistrate on the spot. Sign, get your copy, and fight it later through the proper channel. If you disagree with what's written, make your own notes immediately after the stop. Myth 6. You can't record police. Reality. Courts have recognized a right to record on-duty officers in public as long as you don't interfere. Stand at a safe distance, keep hands visible, and say, "For everyone's safety, I'm recording." Hold your phone steady and point it. Don't shove it into anyone's space. If told to stop, calmly ask, "Is recording illegal here? Or am I free to continue from this distance?" If you're ordered back, step back while recording and narrate the distance change. Myth 5. Passengers must show ID and can't leave. Reality. Passengers are part of the stop and may challenge it, but they're not suspects by default. In states with stop and identify laws, ID can be required only if you are lawfully detained. If an officer addresses a passenger, the safest script is, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" If the answer is, "You're free to go," the passenger may leave on foot. If an officer misstates the law, the stop automatically collapses. Reality. A reasonable mistake of law can still justify a stop. That's why roadside debates rarely help you and can make things worse. Use clean, respectful scripts and dispute errors later with evidence. Say, "Officer, I don't consent to any searches and I prefer not to answer questions." Then stop talking, because silence is stronger than a bad argument. Drop your state in the comments if you want a custom map breakdown. Myth 3. A dog sniff makes any stop legal. Reality. A canine sniff can be fine during a valid stop, but police can't prolong the stop just to wait for a dog. Once the mission of the stop is done, license checked, warning, or ticket decided, extra delay becomes unlawful detention. That includes just a few more questions, walking a slow loop to stall, or calling for a canine after the ticket is complete. Your move is to watch for the moment your paperwork is handed back and the business of the stop is over. Then ask clearly, "Am I free to go?" If the answer is yes, leave immediately and calmly. If the answer is no, say, "I do not consent to any searches," and remain still with hands visible. Myth 2. Smell of marijuana always equals probable cause. Reality. Odor only rules changed after legalization and medical programs. Some states now say smell alone isn't enough for probable cause to search a car. Other states still treat odor as probable cause, especially when combined with other factors. Because it varies, your safest move is to lock in the same core script every time. "Officer, I don't consent to any searches." "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" If asked to step out, comply for safety, close the door behind you, and keep the same script. Myth 1. Asking, "Am I free to go?" doesn't matter. Reality. It matters more than almost anything you can say. The Supreme Court has held that once the traffic mission is finished, further detention violates the Fourth Amendment unless there's new reasonable suspicion. That single question forces clarity. It separates a consensual chat from a detention that needs legal justification. Here's the exact sequence. Documents handed back, mission done, ask the question, then move. If you're told you're free to go, leave immediately and don't re-engage. If the officer keeps talking without answering, repeat the question once and stop speaking. If you're told you're detained, stay still and silent, other than your name and basic ID where required. Let's stack the tools so they actually help you on the roadside. Use the timer trick the instant the paperwork wraps. Use the distance record rule so your video helps and never hurts. Use the precise scripts to avoid accidental consent. Officer, I don't consent to any searches. I choose to remain silent. Am I being detained or am I free to go? A few pro tips turn close calls into clean exits. Keep your insurance and registration easy to reach to avoid fumbling that looks suspicious. If you need to reach somewhere unusual, narrate it simply. My registration is in the glove box. I'm reaching with my right hand. Never guess why you were stopped. Guessing can sound like an admission. If asked, "Do you know why I stopped you?" Say, "No, officer." If pressed with small talk designed to extend the stop, safely return to, "Am I free to go?" What if the officer pushes for a vehicle search? You never need to argue about what they think they smell or what they think they see. You only need the same firm, respectful line. "I don't consent to any searches." If they search anyway, don't interfere. Your remedies are after the fact: video, report, and a lawyer. Write down details immediately after the stop while your memory is fresh. Capture time, location, patrol car number if visible, and any direct quotes. What if you're a passenger who wants to leave? Ask, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" If told you're free, step away calmly toward a safe area and do not run. If told to stay, keep your hands visible and return to silence. Remember, passengers generally don't have to answer investigatory questions without detention. What if your recording is challenged? Keep it obvious you're not interfering. Stay back, keep a steady frame, and avoid verbal sparring. If ordered to step back, step back. If ordered to stop recording, calmly ask if that order is lawful. If the order stands, comply, and note the time and the directive for your records. Let's recap fast so it sticks. Sign the ticket, then fight later. Record from a safe distance without interfering. Passengers can ask if they are detained or free to go. Reasonable mistakes of law can still support a stop, so scripts beat debates. Dog sniffs can't prolong the stop. Marijuana odor rules vary by state, so rely on the no consent script. And the big one, after the mission ends, ask, "Am I free to go?" Knowledge beats bluster. You can be respectful and still be firm. You can follow lawful orders and still protect your rights. Want state-specific rules next? Hit subscribe and binge our Traffic Stop Rights playlist. Share this with a friend who drives at night. The more people know the timer trick, the fewer illegal detentions survive.